I hung it, the coil from the zap strap here. The idea is to see if I can get the magnet to move outside of the coil. Now the coil's not on, so here's the control. If I stop hitting it. Okay. Nothing moves. See that? Other than me hitting the stupid coil. Alright, so I'm going to turn it up to 5 volts. Watch this. Now I go through the center and it pushes away. And I go through the side, it sucks towards it. I'll go on the other side, sucks towards it. Push in the center. But now if I flip it around, it sucks towards the middle, right? Now watch what it does on the outside. It pushes away. Interesting, isn't it? Oh yeah, watch this. Let me flip it around. Okay, I flipped it the wrong way. Okay, watch this. I'm pushing it. Now watch it suck to the magnet. But it'll push off the center.
So yeah, the hidden momentum is a relativistic effect that occurs when you have moving charges or you have magnetic fields. So anytime you have a current loop in any form or fashion, you'll have a hidden momentum.
Watch. And that's what we call magnetic spin, ladies and gentlemen. Gyroscopic motion. Take it for what you will. There it is.
You know, charging this up and having it produce propulsive force with kind of a standing charge, right? Where the energy is already put in, you're not putting in more energy. That make people nervous, I guess.
The coil's not pulsing right now. And I can show you there's no magnetic field whatsoever. But I'll turn it on. And now it's showing a pulse. The Hall sensor's picking it up and it's acting as a switch. But as you can see, it shuts off in the center. Because the magnetic field cancels out in the center. There's a null zone there.
At this point, some of the audience may have concerns about conservation of energy.
Right? You've got to think of it like this. When you have a superconducting material, like if you have one electron and you feed it a packet of any bosonic energy, let's say a sound wave or a photon or even a bosonic nuclei or whatever, it will impart some of its energy to that electron, and depending on the dynamics, it can increase its kinetic energy vastly. If you have a Borg of trillions and trillions and trillions, like Googleplexes, like absurd numbers of electrons, all acting as one wave function, when the energy comes in, it has to dissipate through that entire structure instantaneously. So it's literally a Star Trek shield, but it's also a shield that will literally consume anything instantaneously.
2N355 with a neon in it. Basically, it's a modified Joule Thief circuit. And what we have here is a pickup coil that's one wire. Goes to a half-wave bridge rectifier. And then to this meter here. And it's not even touching the coil, but the other wire is going to a ground pipe that goes underneath my house. And I'm picking up a volt just from the ground current. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we got our bulb here going at about 50%. That's our cube, our LED cube. We're picking up 14 volts on this coil, and it's not even close. Look. Here, I'll put it close. And as you can see, the meter's reading, it was reading 0.9 watts. I guess I'm grounding it out more. So now it's saying 1.5. Let's see what happens when I put this on the inside of the core. Zero watts on all that. And I'm picking up 25 volts on that pickup coil. One wire ground, 0 watts. Neon running and hot.
What does it imply? What does it imply? What are the implications? How does it mess my experiment up? How does it describe this effect or that effect? Because that's usually what a discovery does. It starts opening a light on 20 other different things that the researcher didn't even think about looking at.